A tear, Sarah Jane? Now don't cry. Well, there's life, there's...
Hello and welcome back to the third Doctor Who crochet tutorial. Today we are going to make the third Doctor, aka John Pertwee. And this video is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be a tutorial as much as the previous two videos, but more of a explanation of how I made this guy. So let me know which format you prefer. And sorry for background noises. It is very windy outside. The first thing I did is make the head. The head is made in exactly the same way as the first and second Doctors. First I made a chain of 2 and then a circle of 6 single crochets. Now you can make your circle whichever way you want, with a magic circle or like me with 2 chains and then working 6 single crochets into the first chain. And then to make the head I did 5 rounds in which I increased by 6 single crochets in each round. So on the first round you have 6 single crochets, on the second round you have 12, on the third 18, on the fourth 24, and then on the fifth 30 single crochets. Then for the next 4 rounds I did 1 single crochet in every stitch, which makes the circle that we created go up. If you're going to use safety eyes, insert them now between your 6th and your 7th round. And ignore the fact that in the next few shots I won't have my safety eyes in because I forgot to do this step, so I filmed the next step before this one. And the next step is to decrease the amount of stitches again. So the next round should have 24 stitches, the round after that 18, and the 12th round 12 stitches. And you do that by single crocheting 2 together every 4th, 3rd and 2nd stitch. Next up, fill up your head with some filling. Then I change to white yarn. And I continued the standard circlification again, so that is 1 single crochet in the first stitch and 2 single crochets in the second. Then when I got to the middle of the face, I started doing a special loop stitch. The way that works is you insert your hook, but not like the usual way, from the front to the back, but from the back to the front. Then you hook both sides of the yarn that you wrapped around your finger. Now make sure this loop is a little bit smaller than it is now. It should be about that size. Then yarn over again and pull your yarn through both loops on your hook. And in total you should have 5 of those loops on the front of your character. And then you can continue crocheting like normal. The next round we are doing the standard circlification further. So you should do 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, and then 2 single crochets in the third stitch. When you get to the front of your character, do 3 loop stitches instead of 5 in the middle of your previous loops. In the next round, no more increases, just 1 single crochet in every stitch, except for at the front where we are going to do 3 more loops underneath the previous ones. For the next round, once again 1 single crochet in every stitch, except for at the front where we are going to do 1 loop stitch in the middle of the previous 3 stitches.
And after that I'm going to crochet 4 more rounds of 1 single crochet in every stitch round. After that I changed to black and I did 2 more rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch. After that I did 1 single crochet in every stitch until I got to the front middle of my figurine. Then I chained 6 chains. And then I connected that chain to the back middle of the figurine. Then you get a little smaller circle, and I used that as a leg. And then I just did 1 single crochet in every stitch around for the next 7 rounds.
The next step is to fill up the leg with some filling, and then we are going to close it off. The way I did that is by doing 1 single crochet and then single crocheting 2 together. And repeating that until the end of the round, and then in the next round I just single crochet 2 together for the entire round. Then you can cut off your yarn and sew up the hole. After that, I insert my hook in the left gap where the leg will be. And I grab some black yarn. And basically I just repeat what I did with the right leg, but on the left.
The next step is the arms. So I'm going to start with a magic circle or 6 single crochets in one chain. Then I am going to increase by 2 stitches, so I'm going to do 2 single crochets in every third stitch for a total of 8 stitches. Then one more round of pink, and then I'm going to do one round of white, but I'm going to use the same loop stitch that I used for the shirt. Right now I'm going to do 5 more rounds in white, and for the final round I'm going to decrease by 2, so every third and fourth stitch I'm going to single crochet together.
And after that I started on the hair. The way I did this is for the first 3 rounds I just acted like it was a normal circlification, except that instead of using single crochets I used triple bob stitches. I don't know if that's the right word, but basically what it means is just do 3 double crochets, but instead of finishing them just leave one loop on your hook. And then at the end, after you've done 3, pull your yarn through all 4 loops on your hook. So right now I've done 1 round with this technique, and now just do standard circlification, but every stitch is one of those triple bob stitches. I'm going to do 1 turning chain and then turn my work, and then I'm going to kind of build up until I get to the triple bob stitch again. So I'm going to start with just a single crochet and then a double crochet, and then a triple bob again. And then after that just do 1 double crochet in every stitch around. Right, I quickly stitched our doctor up, and I also gave him a little mouth. I hope you know how to do that, because, well, I'm not going to show you, unfortunately. Now it is time for the last part, and that is the coat. For the coat, I'm going to use this green yarn. It's very, I don't know how to describe it, fuzzy. It's kind of fuzzy, and I thought that would give a nice velvet effect. I'm not sure if that really came across, but I mean, it's good enough for me. This velvet, fuzzy effect is kind of annoying because I can't really make mistakes, because it's very hard to unravel again. So when I make a mistake, I have to start all over again. So I hope you like my new setup. I hope the dogs aren't too distracting. I've been filming these videos all over the place. Some on the ground, and that was very bad for my back. So now I'm doing it at my desk. And yeah, I hope this setup is going to be better. So I'm going to start with 21 chains. That last one is a turning chain. Then I'm going to single crochet 20 times in the original chain. And at the end, I'm going to do 2 single crochets in the last chain. Then a turning chain, and then just like the last doctor, I'm going to do 3 single crochets, chained a 5, and inserted that 3 chains later. So I skipped 3 single crochets, and then I inserted my chain in the 4th one. Then I single crocheted in the next 8 stitches. And then I repeated what I did at the beginning. So chain 5, skip 3, and then single crochet 3. In the last stitch, I'm going to do 2 single crochets, and then I'm going to do a single crochet in every stitch except the last one, where I'm going to do 2 single crochets for the next 5 rows. Now the next step is to make the sleeves, which we do exactly like the first and second doctors. We insert our hook in this little hole, and then we just continue crocheting like it's a normal round. And in total we should end up with 9 rounds on the sleeve. Alright, then I put on the coat, and for my first one I sewed on a button, but I'm not going to do that for this one. I'm just going to sew this shut. So if you have a button, feel free to sew that on there so you can open and close it, but I'm just going to sew that really quickly. And there we go. This is our third doctor done entirely. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I hope you are as well. I don't know when this video will come out, because it is March 31st when I am recording this last bit. So yeah, yeah, I hope it still comes out in April. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. But anyway, hopefully in April there will be a video about the Fourth Doctor as well, which I am very excited about. So hopefully I will see you then. Goodbye.